All right, Creighton, here is the kitchen. This is all to size and scale. Obviously, this wall jump out here is representation of the fireplace. So our fridge is on the far left side enclosed with fridge legs that come down to the floor, and this is panelized to match the same door style. This comes out 25.5 inches. This is standard opening, 37 wide and about 6 feet tall on the inside. This cabinet up here obviously comes out full depth. The refrigerator will still stick out a little bit. This is 25.5, and then the refrigerators, typically 32 inches or so, or a little bit less depending on the refrigerator. Obviously your kitchen sink centered up on your big window, drawer stack to the left of that, dishwasher to the right, a couple drawer stacks in between the corner and the dishwasher. We have a Lazy Susan in the corner. So these two doors right here are bound together. There's hinges here. We can flip-flop this either way, but when you pull on this handle, both these doors open up together, and there's a Lazy Susan in here. And space-wise, I was playing around with, and we can adjust this a little bit if this price works with you. But with this cabinet here, this floor-to-ceiling cabinet, your wall oven would be here. The cooktop, this bottom cabinet is 34 wide. I typically do 36, but if I did 36, it didn't leave enough room for these smaller cabinets left and right. And we have 8 inches, so if we took this 34 and just went straight up with it, we'd have 8 inches on the right and left. If we put a stainless steel hood in there, which is a little bit more room than I typically leave between the cabinet and the side of the hood. I typically do about 4, but we don't have enough room, or a 4-inch cabinet is going to look ridiculous there. But I think this looks good, just to leave this big open spot for a hood in there. So we have a tray divider here, meaning this door opens up, and there's just a wire tray divider in there for cookie sheets and cutting boards. Over here is a spice rack. So this pulls out, and there's shelving on the right side of this for spices. And the cabinet, this Lazy Susan cabinet, if you can see it while it's in the wire mode here, L-shaped, and the cabinet above it is also L-shaped. Lazy Susan in this one, but this is an L-shaped shelf. And then this is treated the same way. These two doors are bound together. Adjustable shelving in your uppers, of course. There's light rail on the bottom of these upper cabinets here. The right side of this is panelized. And our island is 10 feet long, which is quite big. And if we look at it in the plan view for measuring, to see how much space we have here. These base cabinets are 24 deep. The overhang's a foot. So this is going to be, right now, we have about 38 inches of countertop, which is pretty big. We might want to think about sizing this down, because a slab of granite is typically 8 or 9 feet long, so you would have to seam this together. So obviously you'd save money if we shorten this up a bit. We have a bunch of room from this end, because I know you mentioned you spend a lot of time cooking. So from the front of the cooktop cabinet to the end of the island, we have 61 inches. And from the refrigerator to the front of this side, we're 36, and then I believe it's the same side over here, about 34, 36. So we can slide this down, keep it the same side, just slide it down a little bit. I was thinking that we just line this up with this side of the cabinet here, because I know your kitchen table is going to go over here. But if we pushed it down, or just shorten this up a bit and pushed it down. But looking at the island here, let's looking at it at an angle is difficult. Let's look at it in elevation view. Microwave right here, a drawer underneath, a trash rollout. This should actually be like this here. A trash rollout for this cabinet. This is a full extension soft close trash can. There's two 50-quart bins in here and big drawers here. So there's a bunch of storage in this island. And these bottom cabinets like this here, even if we put a cooktop on top of this 3-drawer stack, there would still be a drawer here. Granted, it's a shallow drawer, but to allow for the cooktop and the gas hookup. But you can fit about 11.5-inch tall pot in the bottom of these drawers. So they're pretty big. So let me know what you think of this, and we can keep adjusting a little bit if this works with you. And the door style is the Teton. I quoted this with Select Maple, which in the raw state would look like this, and of course we can stain it to any color you want. This is alder, and it's been distressed with all these little dents, and there's glazing on this one, but this is what you're quoted at, the Teton style. All right, thank you.